face. Right, right.
Set.
Two more toes.
Where you pick up from? That can benefit you. Yes, you pick. Not even fractionally big.
Usain Bolt just revealed a shocking secret behind his record-breaking speed, and it's not what you'd expect. The 8-time Olympic gold medalist admitted he hated one of the key routines that kept him at the top. In a recent video, Bolt shared footage of himself taking an ice bath, a recovery method he despised but relied on throughout his career. It was painful, uncomfortable, but absolutely essential to his dominance on the track. This is a side of Bolt you've never seen before.
Well, let's get you both in.
Yep.
Here we go.
I gotta take my socks off.
Uh-huh.
How is it?
It's warm.
Oh, you got to be getting me. I don't know.
Oh,
Well, it looks like he won to me. I don't even know what we're doing.
People pray this. I work out for a couple of weeks now, and I can't feel the lactic in my muscles, you see me. So one thing I always hate when I'm on the track, I can't believe I'm going to do this right now. Pray this ice bath. Bolt shared in his recent social media post, showing himself grimacing as he lowered into the frigid water. The retired Jamaican sprint legend followed this with a caption that revealed the true secret behind his world record performances. If you want to be great, this is the stuff you have to do even when you don't want to. My coach would be proud of me right now. This candid admission offers a rare glimpse into the less glamorous side of athletic greatness that fans rarely witness. While spectators across the globe marveled at Bolt's speed and showmanship on the Olympic stage, few realized that behind every lightning-fast performance was a disciplined athlete willing to endure uncomfortable recovery methods he personally disliked. The contrast between Bolt's public persona, joyful, relaxed, and seemingly carefree, and his behind-the-scenes commitment to uncomfortable recovery protocols adds complexity to our understanding of his success. This willingness to embrace discomfort rather than relying solely on natural talent or physical gifts appears to be what Bolt now considers his true competitive advantage, challenging the narrative that he succeeded primarily through genetic good fortune. For young athletes watching Bolt's meteoric rise to fame, this message about the importance of discipline and recovery could prove far more valuable than technical advice about sprinting form or race strategy. The reality that even the most naturally gifted athlete in sprint history credits his success, partly to uncomfortable recovery methods, sends a powerful message about what truly separates champions from competitors. Bolt's revelation suggests that the secret to athletic greatness often lies not in what happens during the moments of glory captured on camera, but in the unglamorous, uncomfortable work done when no one is watching.
That was another pick start by Bailey.
But wait, there is more. The timing of Bolt's revelation is particularly interesting. It comes several years into his retirement, which began after the 2017 World Championships, where he finished third in the 100-meter final. Despite stepping away from competitive racing, Bolt has remained connected to the sporting world through various appearances, talk shows, and commentary on current athletes. His continued engagement with training and recovery protocols, despite no longer competing professionally, demonstrates a genuine passion for physical fitness that transcends competition, suggesting his athletic career was driven by more than just the pursuit of medals and records. This commitment to maintaining his physical condition years after his final race provides further evidence that Bolt's success stemmed from an authentic dedication to his craft rather than merely a desire for fame or accolades. For current athletes chasing his seemingly untouchable records, Bolt's ongoing commitment to proper training and recovery, even in retirement, sets an example of the lifelong dedication required to truly excel. Understanding of what the body needs to perform at its best. This perspective on athletic development as a lifelong journey, rather than merely a means to competitive success, offers valuable wisdom for athletes at all levels of competition.
Set. Paul ist der Schnellste aus den Blöcken. Jetzt kommt er. Und jetzt ist Usain Bolt nicht zu halten. Nein, er gewinnt.
Bolt's accomplishment of winning both the 100-meter and 200-meter titles at 3 consecutive Olympic Games, 2008, 2012, and 2016, remains unmatched in sprint history. His world records of 9.58 seconds in the 100 meters and 19.19 seconds in the 200 meters, both set at the 2009 World Championships in Berlin, have proven untouchable by subsequent generations of sprinters, despite significant advances in technology, training methods, and competition opportunities. These achievements have cemented his status as not just a legendary athlete, but as someone who fundamentally changed what scientists and coaches believed was humanly possible on the track. The longevity of his records speaks not only to their exceptional quality, but also to the comprehensive approach Bolt took to his training and recovery, including embracing uncomfortable methods like ice baths that helped him maintain peak performance over multiple Olympic cycles. While many sprinters have shown brief periods of brilliance or isolated exceptional performances, Bolt's ability to maintain world-beating form across 3 Olympic Games showcases the effectiveness of his comprehensive approach to preparation and recovery. The fact that even with technological advancements in equipment, nutrition, and recovery methods, today's elite sprinters still cannot approach his best times suggests that Bolt's willingness to do the uncomfortable work others might avoid gave him a competitive edge that technological progress alone. Recent appearance on the Ready, Set, Go podcast with Justin Gatlin and Rodney Greenbolt provided further insight into his competitive mindset during his record-breaking races. When discussing his first world record performance at the 2008 Reebok Grand Prix, where he ran 9.72 seconds to defeat record holder Tyson Gay, Bolt revealed, "I didn't even look at the clock though. If you watch the race when I got to the 200 meters when I was doing the lap, and then was when I heard when the announcer said, 'Yeah, it's official, it's a world record.' And I was like, you know me, that was when I actually heard." This account reveals another surprising aspect of Bolt's success. His focus on beating competitors rather than chasing times. Didn't even know that, because when I ran across the line, I was just happy to beat Tyson Gay. That was my main goal going there. It was pure competition for me. Bolt explained, this competitive mindset, combined with his willingness to endure uncomfortable recovery methods like ice baths, created the perfect formula for his unprecedented success.
Like, you literally do a victory lap. On the backside Icon Stadium, there's nobody on the
And ain't
backside
nobody
Icon
over there.
Stadium. You literally still ran around the whole track.
I didn't
bro.
even look at the clock though. You just
Oh,
have,
you knew you won.
when I got to the, if you watch the race, when I got to the 200 meters, when I was doing the lap, and then was when I heard when the announcer said, "Yeah, it's official, it's a world record," and I was like, you know what I mean? That was when I actually heard it was a real. I didn't even know that. Because when I ran across the line, I was just happy to beat Tyson. Hey, that was my main goal going there. I didn't care about anything
So it was
else.
just pure competition for you.
It was pure competition for me.
The insight into Bolt's relationship with ice baths adds a human dimension to a sprinter who often appeared superhuman on the track. His admission that he always hated this recovery method, yet recognized its importance, shows that even the most naturally gifted athletes must embrace discomfort and disciplined routines to maximize their potential. This message resonates beyond sports, suggesting that greatness in any field requires doing necessary but unpleasant tasks, rather than only focusing on the aspects one naturally enjoys. As new sprint stars emerge and chase Bolt's seemingly untouchable records, his willingness to do what others won't, particularly the uncomfortable, unglamorous aspects of training and recovery, may be the true differentiator between good athletes and legends. For fans and aspiring athletes alike, Bolt's secret to success provides an important reminder that behind every moment of glory are countless hours of discipline and discomfort that the public rarely witnesses. Gout just shook up the track world with a jaw-dropping performance, smashing Olympic champion Noah Lyle's personal best in the 400 meters at just 17 years old, clocking an unreal 46.20 at Brisbane's Joanna Stone Shield meet. He's now the fastest U18 Australian in this event in 35 years. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Despite dominating the 400 meters, Gout isn't planning to stick with it. Just like Usain Bolt, he's shifting his focus to the shorter sprints. With this kind of speed and raw talent, could he be the next big sprinting legend? Let's take a closer look.
We really start to open him up, so let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world.
The parallels between Gout and Bolt extend beyond just their exceptional speed and early success. In a recent episode of the Ready, Set, Go podcast with Rodney Green, Bolt revealed his long-standing aversion to the 400-meter event despite having success in it during his developmental years. The 400 meters, I didn't care about nothing. The fear of the 400, bro, I just didn't want to do it, confessed the 8-time Olympic gold medalist, providing rare insight into the psychological aspects that shaped his legendary career. Let's see what Bolt said.
I've never said this before, bro. The only reason, there's no, oh, I want to be like this guy. I just never want to run the 400 meters. I didn't care. I didn't care about nothing, bro.
The 400 made him the best 100-meter runner in history.
The fear of the 400 meters, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't, like, the 200 is my favorite event, bro. That's what I love. I love my 200 meters.
Yeah.
Loved it. You know what I mean? Because throughout the years, when I started running, I used to run 100 meters, but I was so slow at the blocks, I would never make it through the semifinals.
This revelation from one of track's greatest icons carries significant weight as young athletes like Gout make similar career decisions about which events to pursue at the highest levels of competition. Bolt elaborated on his reasoning, explaining,
I started running the 400 meters because I did that at Boys and Girls Championships in my last year and I won. So I was doing 2-4, but I understand the work that you have to put in for the 400 meters. I was like, nah. So I didn't really have a motivation. I just didn't want to run the 400 meters.
This candid admission from the Jamaican legend highlights the intense training demands of the 400-meter event that even the most gifted athletes sometimes choose to avoid, preferring instead to focus their talents on the pure speed events where recovery times are shorter and training regimens less grueling. Gout's team has already indicated he shares this perspective, with his coach Di Shepherd clarifying that his record-breaking 400-meter performance was just a time trial. He does one of these every year to test his speed endurance. The coach's statement suggests that despite the teenager's exceptional performance, the 400 meters remains merely a training exercise rather than a competitive focus, a strategic decision that mirrors Bolt's own career path. The rigorous training required for 400-meter excellence often involves grueling lactic acid tolerance workouts that many sprinters find particularly punishing, both physically and mentally, creating a significant barrier to entry even for athletes with natural talent at the distance.
Chambers has got off the fly and the Britons come to a halt. And look, coming through there is Lyles. And Lyles in the end takes it with some ease.
But wait, there is more. The magnitude of Gout's achievement becomes clear when comparing his 46.20 second performance to Lyle's personal best of 47.04 set back in 2016. A differential of nearly a full second, which in sprinting represents an enormous gap. Lyles, the current Olympic 100-meter champion and one of the sport's biggest stars, now competes exclusively in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter relay events, having moved away from the 400-meter despite his obvious talents in the distance. The Australian teenager's time is particularly impressive when considering that this season's world-leading 400-meter time is 44.97 seconds by Jamaica's Zandrian Barnes, placing the 17-year-old just over a second behind the world's elite adult performers in a discipline that isn't even his primary focus. This proximity to world-class times at such a young age is precisely what fuels comparisons to Bolt, who similarly showed exceptional versatility across sprint distances during his developmental years before focusing his training on the events where he would ultimately rewrite the record books. Track and field history is filled with promising junior athletes who excelled across multiple distances before specializing, but few have shown the combination of raw speed and potential longevity that characterized Bolt's early career and now appears evident in Gout's performances. At his young age, Gout has already compiled an impressive resume of times across multiple sprint distances. His achievements include a 6.98-second performance in the 60-meter, a Continental Under 18 best of 10.17 seconds in the 100-meter, and a national record of 20.04 seconds in the 200-meter. These marks signal the emergence of a versatile sprint talent whose ceiling remains unknown, fueling speculation about whether he might one day challenge Bolt's seemingly untouchable world records of 9.58 seconds in the 100 meters and 19.19 seconds in the 200 meters, both set at the 2009 World Athletics Championships in Berlin. While these records have stood unchallenged for over a decade, despite significant advances in training methods, nutrition, and track technology. Gout's early performances suggest rare potential that has track enthusiasts wondering if he might be the athlete to threaten those marks eventually. The comprehensive nature of his success across different sprint distances demonstrates a completeness to his athletic profile that few teenagers have displayed, combining exceptional starting ability, acceleration, top-end speed, and speed endurance into a package that makes him a threat at virtually any sprint distance. This versatility provides his coaching team with multiple potential pathways for his development, allowing them to strategically select the events that will maximize his chances for championship success as his career progresses.
I didn't expect it to be that fast, but I guess her end shows the fastest every time in the 200. I've been chasing that record, but I didn't think it would come this year. I thought it would come maybe next year or the year after that.
The young Australian's promising career continues to develop with several upcoming competitions on his schedule. Fans eager to monitor his progress will have opportunities to watch him compete at the Queensland titles later this month, followed by appearances at the Moree Plant Meet in Melbourne on March 29th, before he takes on the Australian Championships in Perth in April. Each of these events will provide further evidence of whether Gout truly represents the next generation of sprinting excellence capable of one day approaching Bolt's legendary status, or whether, like many promising junior athletes before him, his development will plateau as he faces increasingly sophisticated competition. These upcoming meets represent critical steps in his competitive progression, offering chances to refine his racing tactics, improve his technical execution, and build the competitive experience necessary to excel at international championships. The Australian domestic circuit, while not featuring the depth of competition found in traditional sprint powers like Jamaica or the United States, has proven capable of developing world-class talent in the past, and offers Gout a structured pathway toward international competition. As Gout rises in track and field, Usain Bolt's legacy looms as both an inspiration and a benchmark. Bolt's unmatched speed, charisma, and dominance made him a global icon. Whether Gout can replicate that remains a big question. His decision to focus on shorter sprints, despite excelling in the 400 meters, suggests he's studying Bolt's path and aiming to become the next sprinting superstar. The young sprinter's early career shows striking similarities to Bolt: versatility, explosive speed, and dominance in short sprints. His recent performance, breaking Noah Lyle's personal best in an event he barely focuses on, proves his immense potential. While matching Bolt's records is a tall order, Gout is already turning heads as a future star. Could Gout be the next Usain Bolt? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to my channel for more updates.
Gout, the name on the athletic world's lips.
This is your city, Gout. This is your country.
Australia's sprinting sensation, Gout is making headlines again. The 17-year-old Queensland speedster is set to make his debut at the historic Stawell Gift this Easter. But what makes this race so special? Why is everyone watching Gout so closely? Let's take a closer look.
I didn't expect it to be that fast, but I guess her end shows the fastest every time in the 200. I've been chasing that record, but I didn't think it would come this year. I thought it would come maybe next year or the year after that.
Gout, who has already rewritten the record books with his remarkable achievements, will compete in the 143rd running of Australia's most prestigious professional foot race. This announcement comes after a breakthrough year that saw gout shatter Peter Norman's long-standing national 200-meter record, a mark that had stood untouched since the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. Gout's journey to the Stawell gift has been filled with outstanding performances that have gained global attention. He set a record of 20.04 seconds in the 200 meters, beating Norman's 20.06 second mark. This made him one of the most promising young sprinters. He has improved quickly, showing new strengths in every race. His consistency in different conditions proves his talent is not just a one-time success. Experts believe he will achieve even more in the future. His calmness under pressure and smart race strategies make him stand out.